Okay, welcome back to the JCS podcast. Today I'm here with my friend Bean.
That's me.
And he is an expert in the area of where climate change and the government are at, specifically Government of Canada. So I have some questions for you today, Bean. First off, going to be, so what do you think the government's plans are right now in being actively against climate change?
Against climate change or for climate change?
So trying to stop climate change.
Trying to stop climate change, they are putting a lot of tax dollars into businesses that are supposedly trying to help the environment by recycling better, even though that's not true. I've seen it in person. There's some companies that do, but a lot of this money is going right down the drain and not helping at all. So, yeah, Mark Carney said our water vapor levels are going to be lower, and that water vapor is actually a very big contributor to climate change, and that has not changed one bit. It also is putting a lot of tax on, carbon tax, because of, he's putting carbon tax on the gas and oil because of how much it emits, and that's just screwing us over because electric cars, they're putting so much money into this, even though it's actually less efficient than a gas car if you look at it in a long-term perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they have a ton of efforts, right? But they're kind of falling short on all their promises.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a waste of money. So, second question here is, how do you think all of these efforts and this government pushing climate change is going to affect the youth and the next generation?
We're going to have to teach our children what to listen to, because there's a lot of news today. CBC is funded by the government. The government pays them to say what they want to say, obviously. They're all they're not actually, there's some that tell the truth, very small news broadcasts that tell the truth, conservative ones. But a lot of the bigger corporations, they get paid off by the government and get told what to say. And they get so much money and they say whatever the government wants to say. And we're going to have to teach our children to research before we listen to other people's opinions.
Yep. Yeah, and also ultimately form their own opinion, because right, the government has all these things in schools, right? It's oh yeah, you gotta save the environment and all this stuff. All these little programs to kind of indoctrinate kids in this while they're young, right? And so yeah, we do need to be careful of that. And then my third question is, if Canada continues in this really climate alarmist way, where do we draw the line from being good stewards of the earth as Christians to overboard, taking advantage of, of the people, the government?
So in the Bible it tells us that we need to take care of the earth, but we can also use the earth and its resources. God didn't tell us, don't use the earth. We want it pristine condition. We use the earth and we're sinful. Of course it's going to be polluted, but God calls us to do the best we can to keep His creation that He created, which is beautiful, as clean as possible, which we try to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we just don't want to get caught up in, the government side of it,
On the government side of that, all the killing of animals is bad, and vegan and naturalism, all that kind of woke alarmism ideas.
Yep. Yeah, so that was good. I appreciate your time and your answers, Bean. And that'll be all for the podcast today. Yep. Signing off.
Yeah.